Is this thing working? Is this thing picking up my voice? From looks of OBS, it actually is. So, I'm gonna need to talk for a little bit because this isn't really something I really wanted to be doing at all either. But for anyone that has watched the channel, it is known that I've tried to keep a separation between stuff that goes on online and stuff that goes on in real life, specifically with work. Unfortunately, this has now come to the point where those lines are getting blurred to the extent where there seems to no longer be an online. It's just work, nothing but work. So I at least want to explain in full context as to what's been taking place, just as much as I can, while also trying to keep things anonymous for certain things like it has been. The job that I've been working has been retail based, and it's been the same job that I've been doing for over 5 years. The only difference is less than a year in starting it, there was a promotion that I got to be some form of management. And then, if anyone specifically remembers, kind of around the March, April timeframe period of at least a year or so after that. So I want to say, I think it's 2018, I think. There was an interesting spike on the YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden, out of the clear blue, I was gone for a month and a half with no uploads, and then the channel died pretty much. Which that was not directly work related, but um, essentially it kind of had similar things for the result of stuff with work. So the end result was never great. And then I try to do what I can to pick up the pieces and still schedule stuff on a daily basis. And even so, with that, everyone that's been at least kind of watching the channel has known that hasn't been the case. And it's been getting worse, as people have probably seen. Officially, as of the 2021 timeframe, there was another set of promotions that took place where officially now I'm in charge of the location that I am actually working. That location is also about an hour away from where I currently live right now. And so, at least for someone like myself, you're stuck pretty much in the whole setup of, I'm going to do it this way with it, of I pretty much wake up in the morning about an hour before I have to drive that hour. So let's say I have a shift that starts at 10:30. I'm usually up by 8 o'clock. And then from that point I leave at 9:30 to arrive over at work at 10:30. And then I have 8.5 hours of a day to work. And then by that point, I have an additional hour drive home. And to factor that point, after that hour drive home, I still need to make food for myself to eat. And for a little bit of time, I at least had a pattern with it. I had some way of handling it and working with it. And stuff with work within the last 4 or 5 months have exploded to the point where I literally just don't want to do anything with this stuff on the computer, stuff with streaming, even stuff on my Switch. I'm not even doing anymore. This is fucking pathetic. This is absolutely fucking pathetic. I mean, this isn't even a case of like, oh, just grow up and just deal with work. Here's the thing, work's not supposed to take of every single fucking aspect of your life. I shouldn't have to have a day off where I literally have to watch my phone and I can't do anything for fun because of having to watch my phone the entire time I am off. And it's shit like that that's been making it difficult to just try and relax and enjoy something. So at this point, everything that I'm doing isn't even streaming recording based. It's just trying to find some way to relax. And all it's doing is just pissing me off on the basis of while I'm trying to relax, this is just stuck in limbo. There's a lot of stuff that I still haven't even gone through and finished editing. There's stuff that I haven't even uploaded at all yet. And hell, if you guys have seen the channel, there's a fuck ton of videos that are missing thumbnails. This is just ridiculous at this specific point. And the fact of the matter is, it could be an easy thing just to turn around and just stop doing the job. Yeah, sure, but then what? I stopped doing the job and I gotta search for another job. And this whole setup is only gonna last for so long, too, because I am making some sort of attempt of actually trying to move into an apartment. And while that partially is going to free up a small bit of time, and depending what happens with it, if it goes through and I actually do move into an apartment, it may cut my time by about 5 to 10 minutes. So the main point that I'm just trying to get across is there's other videos in the past that I've done with vlogging, with just channel updates that have explained it the best way with it. I've gotten to the point where I literally can't make any sort of promises with this channel anymore. It's one of those things, if something goes up to the channel, it's going to go up to the channel. And that's it. There's no guarantee that there's going to be a set pattern to all this. There's no guarantee there's going to be a set streaming schedule to this anymore. Not this current second. And this is ridiculous. Because this used to be just even just uploading stuff for fun, and even just recording stuff. It used to be an avenue for stress relief, in a way. And even just general video game playing used to be a stress relief in its own way. Now, I can't even do that. I don't have a release for stress anymore. It's literally just trying to give myself the energy back to even want to try and do this. And I don't have the energy at all. This is bad. To me, this is really bad. And all I can say with this is that when the Subnautica videos that have been still going up on the channel finish, I don't know the next time I'm going to come back online. And that's kind of pathetic to say. I mean, hey, maybe even tomorrow I might turn around and just stream something for a little bit, but I don't have a guarantee as to how much longer I'm going to be able to keep going with this if the thing keeps going at the rate that it's going. If it stays as consistent as it is with as many problems as it's been, the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel are pretty much going to end up being like my icon, a ghost, just kind of hanging there and not really doing much of anything. If something does actually change for the better and it actually works out better with it, I might be able to actually stream and upload stuff again. But as of this specific moment, it really does not seem likely. So, this is kind of a pretty sad excuse of an apology and say sorry to people, especially with people online, because there's a lot of people that I've barely spoken to online recently either. That's how bad this has all gotten. I haven't spoken to a whole bunch of people online in who knows how long. I think the last time that I ever spoke to someone was a little bit with Chaos, and that was just to kind of ask a question about the Sonic 2 movie that came out recently. And then me just asking a couple questions to Marth and Sith about an anime that I was watching. And that's it. I haven't done anything else with anyone else. Just been kind of trapped and isolated at this point. Well, I probably kind of bored everyone to tears at this point. So, if anyone's watching and they still got to this specific point in the video, thank you for at least trying to stick around and watch the video. I will see you guys whenever. If it's on a stream in the near future, it'll be then. If not, we'll see you whenever.